Okay, let's see if it shows up now.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links!
Yes, initiate link, get that started. Okay, this time it showed up right away, so that's a better sign. Sure my volume's down so the music isn't too loud. See, how's the volume sound? Okay, this time it showed up right away, so that's a better sign. Okay, this actually sounds a lot better. It's not nearly as scratchy. Sure my volume's down so the music isn't too loud. And you can actually hear me, so that's good. This actually sounds a lot better. It's not nearly as scratchy. And you can actually hear me, so that's good. Although I'm hearing double right now, so I'm gonna turn down the stream copy and just keep it up in case anyone joins the chat. Alright, so audio sounds good. Now to make sure the frame rate doesn't go to shit. So if you guys know me and my history with Yu-Gi-Oh! I played it a lot like 10 years ago, and then not at all, and then I kind of got back into it recently. And I like to use the vampire archetype even though apparently everyone universally agrees they're crap. Be prepared to hear I activate my monster's effect like 40 times in this video. Along with Sorry, I don't talk a lot when I'm playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I mostly just like think to myself. I suppose I could think out loud about what I'm doing. So I sent Vampire Vamp to the graveyard in order to activate Retainer's effect and bring him back. And when I brought him back, I was able to get Vampire's Desire to my hand. So now what I'm gonna do is play Vampire's Desire to send Bloodsucker to the graveyard and switch him out for Vampire Vamp.
I special summon a monster.
Alright, now activate my skill.
A new dimension awaits.
Sarah's skill is great for the vampire deck because a lot of the vampires have the exact same attack and defense values, so you can get a nice little boost on a lot of them.
Okay. Attack. Oh, that was nothing. I activate my monster's effect.
Normally, sending a monster card to the graveyard with a vampire effect is a really bad idea, mostly just because a lot of decks make use of having cards in the graveyard these days. But since it's just a CPU with a shitty deck, it's not really something you have to worry about.
Now then, I'll attack. Now then, my monster attacks you directly. Ah! I am not losing this one. I activate a continuous spell.
So that healing ability is thanks to my spell card Vampire's Domain. It has two effects. I can either pay 500 life points and summon another vampire card this turn, or I can, whenever I deal damage with a vampire card, I restore life points equal to the damage I take. So it's really handy since a lot of vampire cards require life points to activate their effects.
Let's battle. Say hello to your new best friend. My monster attacks you. It's not over. I guess it's the end of my turn. I'll end this soon. It's my turn. I draw. From my hand, I activate a continuous spell. This is the power of the Plana.
Another cool thing about Vampire's Domain is its second ability stacks. Its first one, the summoning one, doesn't, but this one does. So as you'll see here, instead of recovering 700, I'll recover that damage twice.
Activate a continuous spell. I activate a continuous spell. I end my turn.
And yeah, I just straight up forgot to summon Bloodsucker, otherwise I would have ended the turn. Or ended the duel instead of ended the turn, but... whatever. I'm not worried about it.
I sent a monster. I guess it's the end of my turn.
This is actually a good trap card, so I think I'll take the time to show you what that does. Also, yeah, if you couldn't tell, Sarah's skill isn't a hard once per duel. You can use it literally whenever you want, so long as a monster meets its requirements. So, it's really fucking good.
I end my turn. No, not good. Not good. It's my turn. I draw. I set a monster.
Alright, so what this card does is it allows me to activate my vampire field spell, Vampire Kingdom, from my deck and special summon a vampire monster from my graveyard. So it's like super fucking clutch.
Come out. I special summon a monster. I guess it's the end of my turn. I'll end this soon.
It's also great if you have an Earthbound Immortal in your deck, because it makes it really easy to get a field spell out and get a tribute set up for it.
A new dimension awaits. Let's battle. Okay. Attack. Go. I attack you directly.
And game.
I lost. I lost. So frustrating. You were not the duelist I'd hoped you'd be.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure I remembered that I forgot to do something earlier, so I'm gonna go ahead and take care of that. Okay, deck editor. Yeah, I did. So, for the current event, I actually have 2 copies of my vampire deck going right now. The only difference is one has 3 copies of Vampire Vamp in it, the other only has 1 because you only really need 1. The reason for that is the current event has a super boss where on her first turn she summons a monster with 8,800 attack points, and it's really annoying to deal with, but Vampire Vamp kind of like negates it a little bit. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is try and do a casual online duel and just see how well the stream handles it. And how well the online handles it. You can see my casual win-loss ratio is a lot better than my ranked. I have 1... Oh, hey, it's exactly 50% right now. But I've lost 3 ranked duels before that, so it's actually more skewed towards loss than win. Korean opponent, rookie rank 2. Well, hopefully I win. This is a really bad starting hand for a vampire deck.
Challenge you to a duel.
It's time to duel!
Vampires benefit a lot from going second instead of going first, because it's actually really common to get hands like this just because of how many high-level monsters they have.
It's my turn.
It's probably the biggest flaw, especially without certain cards in the archetype that help negate that a little bit.
It's my turn. I draw.
Cool. You're pretty sure I'm gonna lose this duel.
My turn.
Not a great showcase for the vampire archetype.
I draw a card.
I promise they're good, I just have a really bad hand this time.
My turn is done.
It's my turn. I draw.
Finally, okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna activate Vampire's Domain,
I activate a continuous spell.
summon Vampire Lady,
Come out. I summon a monster.
Exactly what I was waiting for. I use my face down card. I activate a quick play spell. Now's the time. I special summon a monster.
Winged Karibo. Alright, so then what I'll do is I'll activate
Activate a continuous spell.
Vampire's Domain, take the life point hit, that's fine. Then summon Vampire Scourge, Tribute Lady,
Come out. I tribute summon a monster.
activate Scourge's effect, pay 1,000 life points, which is actually a significantly bigger toll in speed duels than it is in master dueling. Special summon Lady in defense position just in case.
Monster.
Alright, then activate this. Well, actually I don't need to activate the skill, probably better to save it,
It's the battle phase.
just so I don't give it away quite yet.
Go. My monster attacks.
Attack Winged Karibo, its effect will activate, but I'm actually counting on that.
Activate.
Take no damage for the rest of the turn, but Scarlet Scourge's effect activates, which lets me special summon Winged Karibo to my side. That way, if he has to destroy a monster and destroys it, somehow I won't take any damage. You know, just a little bit of extra protection. And if not, it'll work to tribute Crimson or Dragon next turn.
My turn is done.
Here I go. My turn. I draw a card. I set this monster face down. My turn is done.
It's my turn. I draw.
Nice. Alright, what I'll do is I will tribute his Winged Karibo in order to get Vampire Dragon out.
I'll do
Things get pretty jittery here, so I hope that it still runs pretty well. I activate Wave of Enlightenment.
We are the planner.
Change you to attack position.
Let's battle. Go! My monster attacks.
Ah, damn it, it's another Winkrevo. Oh well, it's fine.
Now's my chance. My monster's effect activates.
You bought yourself another turn, Yugi.
My turn is done.
Here I go. My turn. I draw a card. All right. I summon a monster in attack position. Let's battle. Here we go.
Yeah, you'll do a bit of damage to me, that's fine.
It's not over.
Prevents me from tributing Crimson.
Turn is done.
Except wait, it doesn't. Haha.
I draw.
Oh hey, Vampire's Curse. That'd actually be arguably a better card to summon. Alright, so summon.
Come out.
What are you planning?
I summon a
I've
monster.
assembled all the pieces for victory.
Have you now?
You were not and will never be the Pharaoh. I activate a continuous spell.
Alright, now then, tribute summon Vampire's Curse. Plus, that helps me get Vampire Familiar in the graveyard, which is where you want him.
A new dimension awaits. Let's battle. Go! Attack!
It's not over yet.
I activate a continuous spell. Now then, my monster attacks you directly.
I cannot afford to lose.
I activate a continuous spell.
And victory.
Farewell. My monster attacks you directly.
I love the sing-songy farewell Sarah says when she wins a duel.
Congratulations. You win.
Don't worry. I won't send you to another dimension.
This guy really liked his Karibos. Another bonus for the vampire deck is it's really good to get comeback victories. So if you have a stage requirement that requires you to get comeback victories or need higher skill, or not skill, what, I can't think of the term right now. The ranking for the battle, it's a really good way to get those. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I know some people popped in throughout the stream because I was watching the view numbers. So thank you guys for doing that. I hope you enjoyed, and it seems like it held up better on my phone than it did on the tablet, so look forward to an actual legit Duel Links stream at some point.